syempre memorable pag yung first date pala, tapos yung marirealize mo, ang pogi nga ng kadate mo pero bobo. Ayoko nun. Ayoko nun. Ayoko nang walang sustansya kausap. Ginagawa nila yung challenges sa ibang bansa. At ang kapalit nun ay pagkakataon makahanap ng pag-ibig. Ito shot in Hong Kong, so napakaganda. Oh my God, laki yan na yung tatay mo. We decided na magpa-DNA. Bigla na lang ako nag-umiyak. It was a very surreal moment. So this is Love on the Clock. It's the newest reality dating show ng TV5, and it's very, very interesting, and I'm very grateful to be part of the show as a host. Ano to, crazy kasi first it was shot in Hong Kong, tapos there's 6 single and ready to mingle daters na talagang who risk everything, and they flew all the way to Hong Kong just to find love and authentic connections. Kasi, di ba, ang hirap, just ko, love is blind, love is ganito, ang dami nating definition ng love. So sila, naghanap sila ng sarili nilang definition of love in Hong Kong. Restricted sila sa oras, kaya very challenging tong show na to. So ano ba yung gagawin mo in terms of love when you have very limited time, when you can only spend time with people you love, when you win challenges, may mga ganyan. So, yun yung nangyari ng show. Bukod doon, in terms of shooting namin, this show ay pinroduce ng Hong Kong Tourism Board in partnership with Mentor, Terminal 6, WAF, CJE&M. Sa Love on the Clock, may mga series of challenges na ginagawa yung daters. And then, syempre, it was shot in Hong Kong, so napakaganda. Napakaganda ng Hong Kong. Ginagawa nila yung challenges sa ibang bansa. At ang kapalit nun ay pagkakataon makahanap ng pag-ibig. So, ganun siya. Makikita mo dito kung ano yung kayang gawin at hanggang saan yung gagawin ng isang tao para sa ngalan ng pag-ibig. We're launching on October 11, TV5, of course, every Saturday ng 9:15 to 9:45 p.m. Panggabi, alam niyo na, panggabi tong show na to. Well, first, para makonsider ako as a host is already I'm very, very grateful. Kasi nalaman ko rin na when they selected the host, talagang in-screen daw talaga nila, including the Hong Kong Tourism Board. Kasi, di ba, I'm carrying their name. So, in-screen daw talaga yun. Kailangan, ewan ko kung ano yung mga criteria nila, but just to hear that, I'm already so grateful. And sana masundan pa ng maraming, Love on the Clock seasons. Season 2, 3, 4, 5, sa kung saan parte ng mundo. And I am also very grateful na Hong Kong Tourism Board trusted us. And syempre, exclusive tayo sa TV5. Napaka-sarap sa pakiramdam. Maraming emotions ang aming matitikel. May kilig, baka may mainis din sila. Mai-immerse sila dito kasi makaka-relate ang maraming Pilipino. Kasi sabi ko nga, love is a universal language. Everybody knows how to love. What love, iba-iba rin tayo ng definition of love. Love is also subjective. So, makikita nila lahat yon dito sa show na to. May matitense din, merong heartbroken, merong baka sabihin nila, ako na lang, piliin mo. Ganon yung show na to. So, maraming emotions ang matitrigger pag pinanood na lang ang show na to. Pero most of all, sana ma-in-love din sila. Dahil yun naman ang purpose ng Love on the Clock is to find authentic connections and of course, love. Diba? Ayaw mo maging contestant. I'm taken. I'm very much taken. Hi, my love, Ralph. So I'm a host. I'm happy to be a host of this show. Oh, wow. That is a very difficult question. love for me is very selfless. Now that I'm more mature than ever, iba rin yung kaya kong gawin sa love no? So, pero I think it's at the end of the day, love is not enough. You have to have respect, kindness, compassion sa relationship. Because love will not bring you anywhere if it's just love. Love is just one formula. Kailangan kasama ni love yung mga iba niyang mga pinsan niya. Respect, kindness, compassion, altruism for a relationship to blossom and to grow. Raph and I have been together for 3 years, going for perfect date. Ideal setup ko ng perfect date, alam mo yung totoo, fishbowl or tapsilogan. O yung mga laris, yung mga ganyan. Oo, sa UP. Ganon. Tapos magkukwentuhan lang tayo. Masaya yun kasi parang walang pretentious na mangyari. Kasi kapag, if it's in a restaurant, may pressure pa na kailangan maganda ka, kailangan maayos ka, kailangan hindi tutulo yung ketchup. Madumi, minsan madumi ako kumain. Diba? So kayo mga laris, carry lang yun. Diba? So sometimes, pag natawa ka, tatalsik yung kanin from your mouth. So, I just wanted to be relaxed and just, know the person I'm dating ng lubusan. Chill lang tayo, relax lang tayo. Kung paano tayo siguro sa bahay. Tayo date pa lang, no? Parang masabari na tayo. Parang maliwil pa rin. Siyempre, yung memorable pag yung first date pala, tapos yung marirealize mo, ang pogi nga ng kadate mo, pero bobo. Ayoko nun. Oo. Ayaw. Ayoko nun. Ayoko nang walang sustansya kausap. No, thank you. Next. Importante sa akin, may laman ng utak. Importante sa akin, may direksyon ng buhay. Importante sa akin, masipag. Basic naman ata yan. Dapat naman ata talaga ganun tayo para may ambisyon sa buhay. Hindi puro simula na, puro salita lang. And most of all, I don't like violent men. No more. Enough. Well, for first-time travelers, I lived in Hong Kong for about a year prior to the show. Before ako nag-artista, so I worked sa Hong Kong Disneyland as a parade dancer before. So for 1 year, naku, itry nila local food. So mga dumpling, yung mga roast duck, mga street food, go sila dyan. Of course, yung The Peak, Victoria Harbor, iconic yan eh. So dun pa lang, busog na sila sa scenic views. Masarap pumunta dyan para malamig towards December. November, December, January. Siguro nga Feb malamig pa. Para kasi walk ang mo dyan. Ang way of traveling. So magsuot kayo ng very comfortable shoes. Kung gusto nyo umoutfit, mag-picture, magbaon na lang kayo ng heels or whatever. Pero ang key dyan ay komportableng sapatos. Kasi maglalakad kayo ng maglalakad. Maraming Pilipino sa Disneyland. They love the Filipinos and when it comes to the entertainment industry kasi tayo very friendly, very hospitable, matyaga tayo. So kahit nasa ilalim ka ng initan, kahit na napakatagal ng rehearsals namin. So yun, Walt Disney Company is one of ang pinaka nagturo sa akin kung paano maging professional, kung paano ba ang standard dapat ng pagpo-perform. That's Walt Disney Company. So, dyan ko kinukuha at binibase lahat kung paano ako magtrabaho. 2011, 2012, parang ganyan. Parade dancer. Yeah. So, I was one of the fairies, mga swing bee, ganyan. I nag-harness, lahat lang pwedeng, nag-flips and Well, I was invited in Australia to be a ballet teacher. I used to teach ballet and jazz before. And then, meron ako invitation sa Melbourne, Australia to teach. So, when I was there, yun lang yung ginagawa ko. Parang na-bore lang ako one night. Tapos, it says kasi on my birth certificate that my father's Australian. Kasi yung pangalan niya ganito. Very Chinese yun. Chang ako, diba? That's my real name. So sabi ko, ba't gano'n? Paano naging Chang tapos Australian? So yun, naghanap ako ng pangalan ng tatay ko while I was in Australia. In-email ko lahat ng pangalan na yon. Just to say na bored lang ako nito Kasi never ko naman na-meet yung tatay ko. So wala akong longingness ng tatay dahil wala naman akong idea kung sino siya at sino siya. So ang curious lang ako. Hindi ko siya parang hinahanap, longing to spend time, whatever. Walang ganon. Talagang bored lang ako. Tapos parang, okay, Australia, whatever, chuchu. Yun lang naman ang relation na meron ako with Australia, my father. Tapos yun, in-email ko lang that my name is like this, my mother's name is ganito. If these names are familiar, let me know, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, no, your name is not familiar, nor your mother. Pero sabi niya, we have the same surname, maybe we have a connection along the way. Who's your father? Sabi niya, paano ko ba sasabihin sa kanya na hinahanap ko nga yung tatay ko? Ang weird, di ba? So parang I didn't also want to drag anyone to my business, lalo kung wala naman silang kinalaman. Parang, I just don't want to hassle anyone. Just sinabi ko yun sa kanya na, if you don't know anything about my story, I apologize. So just, ignore my message. Email back ulit. Tapos sabi niya, well, where are you? Are you in the Philippines or are you in Australia? If you're in Australia, where in Australia? Kasi malaki ang Australia, di ba? Fast forward, sabi naman niya, do you wanna meet up and talk? Sabi ko, hindi ko tayo meet up and talk, di nga kita kilala, hello. Siyempre, skeptical ako kasi nasa isang bansa ko na hindi ko naman alam. First time ko doon sa Australia before. So sabi ko, hindi, wag na lang. Okay lang po, maraming salamat. Very pa rin naman. Very respectful pa rin naman and courteous naman yung pagkasabi ko na I was just really keen on knowing who he is. Pero okay lang, we don't need to meet, parang ganon. Tapos, nung sinabi niya, nag-reply siya na, no, it's because we have a very similar events in our lives. So, medyo kinabahan ako kasi parang nagkaroon ng 1% chance, parang or hope yung heart ko na, totoo ba to? Parang, kasi I would never imagine. Parang medyo kinabahan ako. Sabi niya, naintindihan ko kung if you were scared, ganyan. Sabi niya, if you don't want me to call you, call me. Sabi niya. So parang pinakita niya na he's a trustworthy person. Ito yung number ko. If you want, we can meet in the city kung saan marami tao. Para safe, parang ganon. So the fact na he was very pushy, bakit he wants to, meet me or know me or talk to me, who would parang waste time on that one, right? Ginising ko yung tita ko. Doon ako nakatira sa tita ko. Ginising ko siya at 3 a.m. na to. Kasi hindi lang makatulog and I was really bored. So, ginising ko siya. Tapos sinabi ko na, Auntie Mary, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just, blah, 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 blah. Sabi niya, naalimpungatan siya, sabi niya, oh my God, baka yan na yung tatay mo. Tapos sabi ko, isa ka pa. Hindi ko nga alam yung pinagagagawa ko. Tapos, but to make the story short, we met. Sa isang busy place near the city. That's after I auditioned for Disneyland. So, nakuha ako sa Disneyland. I was already so happy. So, wala na ako pakialam kahit makita ko, hindi yung tatay ko, parang ganun. Or malaman ko kung tatay ko talaga siya. Kasi happy na ako kasi nakuha ako sa Disney. I passed the auditions. Tapos, napag-desisyon na namin kasi hindi nagmamatch yung stories na alam ng tita ko, alam ko, at saka yung tatay ko. So, sabi ko, wala to. Baka lang. Pero, para matuldukan lahat ng ito, we decided na magpa-DNA. Yung DNA, isi-ship pa from Melbourne to, I think, hindi ko alam kung Canberra or Sydney. I don't know. Basta, ibang state. Basta hindi sa Melbourne. At mahal hindi po na mura magpa-DNA test. So, it took 10 days also bago makuha yung results. So, yun, when the results arrived, nakalagay doon, the man tested cannot be excluded as the biological father of the child tested. Ako nga, Don Chang, with the pathological percentage of 99.9. Oh my gosh, ganon talaga. As in, bigla na lang ako nag-umiyak. It was a very surreal moment. Kaya with my last sub, tinatanong ko kung mayroon ba akong na-experience na himala sa buhay ko. Yun ang himala sa buhay ko. Kasi ilang Pilipino o ilang tao, hindi na lang Pilipino, ang naulila ng ama, ng ina, na hindi nila alam hanggang ngayon, hanggang pagtanda nila. And I'm one of them. And I'm one of those very lucky people na nakita ko ang tatay ko. Nahanap ko ng ganun kadali. Hindi ako pinahirapan ng Diyos. And then, because my father became a citizen of Australia before I was born, then I became eligible for citizenship just because he was already a citizen before I was born. Kahit pa sa Pluto ako pinanganak, eligible ako maging Australian citizen. So, ganun siya. That's why now I have 2 passports. So, he's Malaysian Chinese. But then, doon na siya kasi nag-aral sa Australia, doon na siya tumanda, nag-aral and everything. Pero kasi sa Malaysia, hindi ka pwede mag-dual passport. So, he gave up his Malaysian citizenship para maging Australian citizen siya. Birth certificate ko, mali ang birth certificate ko ha. Mali yung pangalan ng tatay ko, mali yung information ng nilagay doon ng nanay ko, whatever, mali. Tapos sabi nung nag-apply ako ng citizenship, sabi ng Australian Embassy, bakit sa birth certificate mo, ito pangalan ng tatay mo? Sa, totoong pangalan niya, iba. So, how do we know that this person and this person's just one and the same? 4 pages yung kwento ako ng buhay ko doon. Na, ganito po kasi yung nangyari. At Tapos, alam mo, akala ko, sasabihin ng Australian Embassy, sige, ganito, ayusin mo muna yung birth certificate mo, tapos balik ka. Diba? Kasi ganun naman eh. That's the right thing to do. That's a proper process. Pero siguro after a couple of months, I don't know, 4-6 months, it took pag-email sa akin, ang email sa akin ng Australian Embassy, congratulations, your application for the citizenship by descent has been approved. Hindi ako pinahirapan ng Diyos. And this is while I'm working in Hong Kong. Ganun siya, kaya napaka-blessed ko. I'd say I'm more blessed than lucky because I was not exerting so much effort. Nakalimutan ko na nag-apply ako ng citizenship eh. The privilege that comes with holding another passport, iba rin. Kaya napaka-swerte at napaka-blessed ko talaga. Siguro sabi ng mga Australians, kawawa naman tong batang to, nadamay pa sa mga pinagagawa ng magulang. So I just Googled yung name ng tatay ko. Google lang. Kasi kung saan kang bansang nandun, usually yung algorithm or yung, alam ano terminology dun eh. Pag nasa Australia ka, pag tinite mo Don Chang, usually ang first in line yung mga nasa Australia. So napunta ako sa LinkedIn Australia. So doon, sabi ko siguro naman, may trabaho naman siguro yung tatay ko, no? Mayroon naman siguro siyang So yun, tas pinili ko lang din yung mga I was 22, 21 back then. So pinili ko lang yung mga 40 plus pataas. Kasi syempre may mga 27 na syempre di yun ang tatay ko, di ba? So yung mga 45 pataas, pinili ko lang. Tapos in-email ko silang lahat. 3 yung nag-reply. Meron siyang ibang family. As a matter of fact, yung 2 niyang anak na babae, so they're half Malaysian, tapos yung nanay nila is Singaporean. Very close ko. So para best friend ko yung panganay niya with the other woman. Yung bunso namin, bagets. Hindi naman bagets, pero siguro mga 5 years yung gap. So, mas close ko yung panganay and sobra kaming super close kami. 1 year younger than me. Just 1 year. He's getting old. Hi, Dad. So, unti-unti na niya kung binibigyan ng... Dati, meron kasi siyang collection ng mga vinyl records. Ayaw niyang ibigay sa akin yun. And nahihilig-hilig din ako. Ngayon, binigay na niya sa akin yung buong isang niya. Pero I don't wanna think it that way na parang kasi na siya, nagpapaalam or whatever. Malakas pa rin naman siya. But our parents are getting old. I just want to spend as much time with him as possible. And, make memories, diba? Happy ones. He's already retired. Pero every now and then, hinahanap-hanap ng katawan niya yung work eh. So, retired na siya. He used to have an import-export business. So, Vincent. My mom's lesbian. Hindi ko naman yun kinakaila. She's lesbian. And sa mga older generations kasi pinagtatawanan, parang niloloko-loko lang nila yan eh. So, sanay naman siya doon. Ngayon kasing generation, very sensitive na yon. Ayaw niya pag-usapan. Pag tinatanong ko, so what happened? How did you get pregnant? Because she's lesbian ever since. Ay nako, gagaya lang siya sa akin. Gusto mo pa rin pala ng lalaki. Ginaganon ko siya. Tanay ko naman siya eh. Sabi niya, bala ka dyan. Di gagano na. So, nag-joke ko naman siya ng ganon. Ayaw lang niyang pag-usapan pa. Parang, syempre, naasar namin siya. Tapos sinasabi na lang nila, okay lang yan, meron ka naman na anak na ganito, ganyan, oh, you know nga.